Alright guys, we're doing a book review, True Living Organics by the Rev, the ultimate guide to growing all natural marijuana indoors. Loved the book, couldn't put it down, loved it. Full of a lot of really good information. He talks a lot about compost teas, spikes and layers, preparing your grow room. Talks a lot about blood meals, all sorts of different meals. Blood meals, bone meals, kelp meals. Talks about all these different nutrients, azomite, rice, and all its different uses. All the ingredients that you can use in an organic soil and how to use them and what their main purpose is for. Oyster shells there, as you can see. I think I already said talking about teas and how to brew them. Troubleshooting, where to find additions. A really good book. Very informative. Information was a little redundant, but I'm redundant myself, so no problem there. What I really liked about it was he not only gives you his soil recipes, which are pretty much foolproof, I would assume that they are, and but he also gives you the tools to learn how to make your own. That's what I really liked. He didn't just say, oh, you can do it, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way. No. He said you could do it this way, or you could do it that way. He said you can make your own. Using the information that you can learn from this book, you could easily make your own and copy his guide or whatever, copy his guidelines and his principles. This is the kind of book that you would take into your grow room with you and you would refer to. You would refer to this book. You would have this in your book, or you would have this book in your grow room, hands dirty all over it and everything, referring to it. Talks a lot about mycorrhizae, talks a lot about fungi and bacteria, and that's what True Living Organics is all about. It's all about creating, a little micro world in the soil full of, microbacteria and fungi and all this that just are so alive. It's making your soil become alive and feeding the plant the way it was meant to be fed in nature. Now, a lot of people say, oh, the second you take it out of the sun, then it's not organic anymore. You know what? Fuck that shit. All right? We can grow outdoors in the summer, but we can't do it in the winter, and this is the next best thing. So, I highly recommend this book. I gave it 4.5 stars, only because a lot of the information was redundant, and as someone who reads as little as I do, I found my attention span would veer off a little bit, simply because I already read it in the previous chapter. So it got a little redundant, but overall it's a great book. I highly recommend it, and you're going to see me putting a lot of these practices and guidelines to use. However, don't expect me to give away any real secrets or recipes or anything like that, because that would be copyright infringement. But I am going to take what I've learned from this book and make my own practice out of it. So until next time, guys, happy growing organic.